The Human Rights at Sea International Initiative is a new entity that is not for profit, launched in April of this year, looking at developing awareness for human rights provisions in the maritime environment. The biggest challenge that we have is the international awareness of human rights abuses at sea, and hence the development of the platform in the first instance. Well, the Maritime Labour Convention, as we know, is a labour convention brought into existence by the International Labour Organisation, and we'll make it very clear that human rights at sea is a firm supporter of that. Our position, however, is one that whilst the MLC implies human rights provisions through the application of other conventions, our position is one that we should be explicit and not be afraid to be explicit about the 30 areas of human rights, which forms the underlying proposition to our initiative that human rights apply at sea as equally as they do on land. In assisting ship owners, operators and managers, our focus is very much on raising awareness in the first instance of human rights provisions that are as equally available on land as we say are available at sea. And we can then go one step further as part of our project structure of providing model documentation for corporate social responsibility within those businesses, for providing them with examples, baseline and benchmark examples of, for example, human rights impact assessments, which we say should be incorporated in all documentation and all contracts that are concluded. Well, the remit of the Human Rights at Sea partner, Globus Maritime Investigation Service, we believe is much wider than that of a maritime accident investigation group within a flag state. And by way of example, whilst we can act as primary investigators independently for commercial entities into maritime accidents, we also look at issues of fraud, bringing together forensic analysis and court-ready documents for both civil and criminal cases. And most importantly, in relation to the human rights at sea, we conduct independent investigations into abuses at sea. By way of example, we are currently involved in 2 international investigations for alleged murder of seafarers in international waters. Since our launch in April of this year, we have expanded rapidly and actually much more than I had ever envisaged. We are now supported by over 36 international entities that span from academia to maritime associations to law firms and to pastoral care organisations, as well as trauma suppliers for trauma services for seafarers. We are working on a collaborative partnership basis, looking at issues of anti-trafficking with finance against trafficking, working with PTSD requirements and support to seafarers with March on Stress. And I'm very pleased to be able to announce that the Human Rights at Sea Initiative will be delivering the Missing Seafarers Reporting Programme, which will be on a global basis, identifying and bringing together those seafarers lost at sea and, where applicable, conduct investigations into the circumstances of their loss at sea in order to support either constabulary criminal investigations or indeed provide peace of mind to families who have approached us.